He showed me pictures of the horse meat he was eating in Japan.
Well, I don't believe that, but did he really?
Yeah, it looks like rotten toro,
Why
like
would
fatty
people,
tuna.
Why
But
would
it looks
people
like
eat that?
I don't know. He said it's sweet, but it just like I was just there. I didn't see that.
I'm not a fan of horse meat.
I've never tried it.
I'm not a fan of meat in general, though. So.
That's true.
Yeah.
Coming to you pre-tape from the LA Mission College Studios in Los Angeles, California. This is the Best Coast Show. I'm your host, Albert Aguilera. That's my producer, Curtis Sage. Curtis, we are back for another season of Dodger baseball with Dodger Nation.
Nice.
Are you excited?
Yes, I'm very excited.
What are you most excited about? Better question, do you care? Kenley Jensen doesn't care.
That sounds like a trick question. Do I care?
Do you care? Because Kenley doesn't care.
I do care. You mean about baseball in general?
About life.
About life, I do care. Yes, Albert, I do.
I mean, I could picture Kenley Jensen after blowing another save, just being on the team bus, like just eating cereal out of a bowl, or not even out of a bowl, out of the entire box
with milk in it.
Yeah, with milk in it,
and
just
saying,
like
I don't care,
and just I don't care.
We're gonna talk more about Kenley. This is a Dodgers Nation episode. Welcome, Dodgers Nation fans, once again. It's a young season, Albert, and we're going to get started by talking about the Dodgers. Clayton Kershaw struggles when he pitches. Kenley Jansen in the bullpen. What about the Dodgers hitting? There's games where we just can't hit at all. Is Mat Kemp our left fielder? Is he our left fielder? And should Chase Utley be starting in every position? Let's get started.
Dodgers Nation, welcome back to another season of Dodger baseball.
That's my feeling.
With the Best Coast Show. I'm your host, Albert Aguilera. That's Curtis Stage. I think that the Dodgers messed up this offseason and didn't acquire the hottest, de facto free agent available on the market.
Really? Not Stanton?
Not Stanton. Stanton wasn't a free agent. He was traded.
Oh, he was traded.
Remember that inside trader deal?
Oh, that's right.
Because, Jeter and the Yankees, and then you got Joe Torre, who runs Major League Baseball.
Jeter's still on the payroll of the Yankees, probably.
Probably.
So who is this person you're talking about?
Zlatan?
Seriously?
Obviously.
Can he play baseball?
I don't know, but I'm sure he would be amazing at it.
Yes.
You know what? I think Zlatan, out of the mercy of other people in other sports, decided to play soccer because it's his least athletic sport for him. Where if he were to play other sports, he would excel ridiculously, and it wouldn't even be fair. Other teams would just forfeit.
Soccer is very athletic,
Listen,
Albert. You do not watch
soccer.
No,
I'm not saying it's not athletic. I'm saying that when it comes to Zlatan, in terms of his athletic ability,
yes,
his athletic ability is least seen in soccer. If he were to play baseball or football or hockey or anything else, he would excel so much that they would just throw out record books. They'd be like, you know what, there's no point.
Zlatan is younger than Chase Utley.
He is. And listen, the Galaxy were down 3-0?
Yes.
And Zlatan was like, listen, all right, guys, the Lion is here.
Yeah.
And then he comes roaring back to get the Galaxy that 4-3 win. He did it on purpose. He knew that everybody was there at the stadium to see him, and everybody bought an entire seat. But he told him, listen, you're only going to need the edge. And then he got the game winner.
You're only going to need the edge.
It's true.
Did you just come up with that?
I don't know, maybe.
That's pretty good.
We're on the fly here. And then yesterday, what happens at the Kings game, right? The Kings clinch a playoff spot, hence my attempt at a beard with the facial hair.
Yeah.
And Zlatan's in the stadium. He's at Staples. He's playing soccer in the hallway with the guys because that's what they do before the game.
Yes.
Why, I don't know, but that's just a thing hockey players do, I
Loosens
guess.
him up.
And he's being interviewed, and he's like, listen, I'm here to support the team. The team was there to support me because AEG owns both Galaxy and the Kings. And he goes, I'm here for Los Angeles and blah, 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 right? And sure enough, the Kings go down in King fashion, 2-1 at the end of the first. He gets interviewed, and he's like, they're down right now, but I'm not worried. I'm not worried. And what does he do? His presence gives Dustin Brown a 4-goal performance and the game winner in overtime.
Did Dustin give Zlatan credit for that?
He might have.
Okay.
He might have. I didn't see any of the post-game stuff with Rosen, but I know that in between periods, Zlatan was like, I'm not even worried about this.
So we don't need Zlatan to actually be on the Dodgers.
Zlatan needs to throw out the first pitch at the very next Dodger game.
Yes.
And then the one after that.
Yeah.
And then if we can get him to travel and somehow coordinate the LA Galaxy's road schedule with the Dodgers road schedule, even better.
Yeah. You're welcome, Los Angeles, is what he said.
That's
did
true.
You see that full page ad that he took out?
It wasn't even a full page. It was an entire page worth of nothing because it was blank. And it was just like, Los Angeles, you're welcome.
And we are. It was amazing. The goal, I mean, we're getting off topic.
I would like to think we are off topic, but I would like to think that my recruiting efforts helped bring Zlatan to Los Angeles.
Can you show that picture to the fans?
I could probably show it. I'll post it somewhere up in here, fans. But I ran into him on Venice Beach one day, which I thought was kind of weird because it was like the middle of June, and I'm just chilling on Venice. I was on my lunch break because I was doing some work out there. and I see this dude on a bike, and I was like, hey, that kind of looks like Zlatan. And in my head, I was like, what the hell would Zlatan be doing in Venice anyways, right? Yeah. And the dude goes by again, and I was like, oh, that is the Lion. Yeah. So on the third time, I started like walking with him, and I was like, yo, Zlatan, what's up? Started talking to him. He was a super nice guy. I was like, hey, you should think about coming to Los Angeles, play for the Galaxy, win some MLS Cups out here.
This was last year.
This was last year. Yeah. And he told me it was something that was in the works.
So we can give you credit for recruiting.
My recruitment effort there brought Zlatan to Los Angeles.
Fans?
So someone get me in touch with LeBron James. I'm telling you.
I don't know. I don't know if he'd be as influenced.
I'm just saying.
As Zlatan.
I'm just saying.
That performance was amazing. We'll maybe have a Galaxy show, and we could have Michael Duarte because he covers the Galaxy. We could have him on Talk Galaxy.
But Dodger Nation, what we need all millions of you people to go tweet and email and do what you can to get the Dodgers to get Zlatan to throw out the first pitch.
I think
and possibly throw BP. Be a bench coach.
Yeah.
I'm just saying.
Get him in uniform.
We
need something.
We need something because right now the team's not hitting.
It feels like that spring training is still occurring right now. It feels like that
they're still working out kinks.
Yeah, they're working out kinks.
And the Dodgers are 2-5. Yasmani Grandal leads the team in all offensive categories.
That's surprising. Are you worried?
Are you asking me if I care?
Do you care?
I don't care.
And are you worried?
I'm not worried. If this was the middle of September, late September, I would be like trying to burn down the stadium.
Well, that was us last year. Remember when the Dodgers went on that horrific slide? Did you forget?
I try not to think about last year.
That was one of the worst slides that we literally were losing our minds, thought that they were done. And
yeah, but law of averages, we were on pace for like 120 games. We knew we weren't going to win 120. We ended up winning, like 102?
Yeah, I think so, something like that, 104, 102. So that was the thing. Dodger fans forget, like they're freaking out in the first 7 games, 5, whatever. And they forget that last year that was horrific at the end of and we started out slow last year. We started the season slow then. My only concern, I've got a couple concerns. Let's talk about Clayton Kershaw first. So he's only given up a few runs, but all of them have been off the home run, which is that, do you care about that?
I don't care.
So him giving up 3 home runs already in 2 games, and last year was his highest home run total in his career that he gave up in a season. And the trend is continuing. You're okay with that?
I'm okay for 2 reasons. One, we're comparing Clayton Kershaw to himself, which is not fair.
True.
You're basically saying, hey, Clayton, we're comparing you to greatness every day.
Yeah.
You show him on a statistical scale, on a pie chart, on a whatever. It's Clayton Kershaw, a mile of space, and then number 2 pitcher.
Yeah.
And then another reason I don't care is because statistically, he gets lit up at Chase Field.
Yeah, true.
So that's not something I'm worried about. Plus, again, it's only his second start. He still went 6 innings.
Yeah.
You go 6 innings, you give up 1 run. You go 6 innings, you give up 3 runs. That's still really good. He's 0-2 because the offense isn't scoring at all for him.
True. Okay, so you're not worried at all about that.
He lost 1-0 opening day.
Does this ruin his Cy Young chances to start off 0-2?
Wins and losses don't mean anything for wins and losses.
So just the ERA.
For the Cy Young. I'm looking at ERA, I'm looking at strikeouts, I'm looking at whip, I'm looking at innings pitched.
And if he stays healthy, maybe this year. But I would see, we had Duarte on, and he was talking about with us after the show that the Dodgers may continue their plan of last year of sitting Kershaw with
I would do it too. I would give him a phantom injury.
Phantom something.
Yeah. Speaking of phantom injuries, what's his face? Pineapple Boy, Uriel.
Oh, do we have to talk about that guy?
We have to talk about it because it's new.
What happened with him?
Okay, so you guys remember last year, Uriel and his racial antics against Yu Darvish in the World Series. MLB said in the what is it? In the heart of competition or some nonsense, we're not going to suspend him in the World Series.
Yeah,
I get it.
Yeah,
I get it. World Series, it's the main stage. You shouldn't be doing that, but also you shouldn't be making racist gestures at an opposing team or anybody for that matter. So the MLB says we're not going to suspend you today. We'll wait till next season to suspend you, and you're only going to get 5 games. Now, he comes into the season hurt, so he serves his suspension while he's hurt, only to come back from a non-suspension to go into the disabled list. So he served his suspension while hurt anyways.
That's a bunch of BS.
It is, because last year, if you want to do that whole, in form of competition, we're not going to suspend you nonsense.
Yeah.
We'll suspend you next year. Okay, well, the magnitude of the World Series for the following year, you should get 15 to 20 games.
Sure.
You should get something like that. Now, if they were going to suspend him during the World Series, I would have been cool with 1 game. The very following game, suspend him.
Yes.
That was cool with me. You don't need to suspend him the whole series, just the 1 game.
Yeah.
But, in the sake of competition, we're going to do it next year. Oh, and by the way, you're your team happens to be one of those mathematical analytic teams, they're going to find a way to screw around this, and they did.
Yeah.
You know, if they said, hey, you're out 15 to 20 games, you think they were going to be able to put him on the DL like that? They wouldn't have.
No.
So I think it's total garbage, and Major League Baseball needs to do something about it.
I think it is garbage.
But do you
Let's
care?
play the game.
But do you care?
I really don't care because they're the Astros. I give it rat's ass, to be honest.
You don't care that he's not being suspended?
I think that in the court of public opinion, Uriel will have problems. You know,
not in Houston, because in Houston the fans were doing the same thing too.
Okay, not in Houston, but everywhere else. I think, you know, anywhere. Yeah, I mean, this will trail him his rest of his career.
You think so? Yeah. I think people are going to forget. I think some people have already forgotten, and we remember because we're Dodger fans.
Okay, true. Okay, let's move on to Ken. Let's stay with the pitching and move on to Kenley. So Kenley did say he doesn't care. Now, Kenley...
He didn't say he doesn't care. He questioned who cares.
He says who
cares. His
cares.
velocity's down 5 miles an hour. He's topping his fastball out at 90. He's saying, well, who cares?
And his cutter's not cutting.
You know who does care? Hitters on the opposing team, because they're raking him.
They care. Yeah, he is pumping fastballs down the middle of the plate, and they're
that
not
are not
as
cutting.
fast.
That are not cutting.
And, you know, we have to win a game when we're up 3 runs in the 9th. We have to win that game. I don't care who's coming in to be the closer. We got to win that game. I mean, you put Jock Peterson in to pitch, and we're winning that game.
He was actually going to come pitch that one day. Awesome. We were extra innings in Arizona. I think we went 16. Dave Roberts said that had that gone an extra inning, Maeda would have gone to left field, and Jock Peterson would have come in to pitch.
I would have loved that.
That would have been awesome.
Would you? Okay, let's play this game. Would you rather see Jock Peterson pitch or play in the outfield?
I've never seen him pitch. Does he have a history of pitching? Like, remember James Loney would warm up every now and then because he was a pitcher in high school?
Yeah. I mean, Jock's a professional athlete. I think he can pitch. We know Chase Utley could pitch. I mean, come on.
I'm sure he could.
He could pitch.
Do we consider moving Kenley back to catcher, and he can be the backup catcher?
And Austin Barnes pitch?
Austin Barnes could pitch, or Austin Barnes could play second base.
Because Austin Barnes is struggling right now, too.
They're all struggling.
He cannot hit. They are all
Could it
struggling.
be that Ginger Jesus is not in the lineup, and thus it's skewing everything?
Could it be? Yes, it is that reason.
I'm sure there's a reason for it. You know, obviously he's got the broken wrist or the fractured wrist, but is he that important that you have guys like Grandal and Mat Kemp and Bellinger and Corey Seager? I mean, these are dudes that can hit, but no one is hitting.
Well, Grandal's hitting. Grandal's batting over 400. He's hitting. He's the only one hitting right now.
He leads the team with 7 hits in 6 games, or in 7 games.
Yeah.
That's not that impressive.
But he's getting on base. He's also walking, too. No, I think that having Justin Turner in the lineup, he's the best hitter on the Dodgers, all-around hitter. I mean, Corey Seager in the future will be the best hitter. Bellinger might at some point, maybe.
But you're talking from a batting average, power, and
just what he does at the plate in certain situations. I mean, Turner in game situations, he knows where to hit the ball when the situation calls for it. He's not always trying launch angle on every at-bat like Jock is. He's trying to put the ball where he needs to in certain situations. Obviously, he wants to hit it out as much as he can, but there's moments, and I saw Bellinger do this last week. This is pretty awesome, where they were shifting on him, and he hit the ball into left field. It was great.
You lay down that bunt. I'm very anti-bunting, but if you're going to shift on me, because I'm very anti-shift.
Yeah.
If you're going to shift on me,
we're bunting.
I'm bunting. I don't care if you, like the other day with, who was it? It was the Orioles and Twins. Like, I don't care if you have a no-hitter in the 9th and you're beating us 10-0.
Yeah, if you're shifting, I'm bunting.
If you're going to do a baseball move on me, I'm going to do a baseball move on you.
That was a weird complaint. It's like, wait a minute.
So it's like, what you expect me not to want to win this game?
Well, or just perform at every at-bat. I mean, so we're telling people to not perform every time they go up on the plate.
The unwritten rule nonsense in baseball is ridiculous. It's like the, guys, part of the Dodger Nation, part of my favorite thing in being with Dodger Nation is that every year that we're with Dodger Nation, we get all these comments from you guys, which we really appreciate. But my favorite ones are from the guys that peaked in high school that played baseball and still show up to the park on the weekends with their high school baseball uniform. And they're like, oh, bro, had I not fell that one time, I'd be like A-Rod.
Yeah.
And it's like... But that's part of my favorite thing, and
we never were that deluded. We never.
I think those are the unwritten rule guys.
Yeah,
we were not that deluded. I had hopes and dreams of having a successful podcast, which we do, winning a few Emmys, which we have, and I don't know, just doing really cool things.
Yes, yeah. I knew quickly that I was not going to be a professional baseball player, and does that make me not?
When I knew I wasn't going to be a pro baseball player. when I was on the same baseball team as Mike Stanton, and he was a freshman, and I was a junior in high school, and he was already like 6 and change and destroying baseballs.
Yeah.
That's
that would
when,
pretty much make
that's
everybody
when I
realize.
knew. That's when I knew that I was not going to be a pro athlete.
Oh, did you see this, fans? Listen, look, we're Los Angeles, and we have a problem with the booing situation. But did you see New York? Stanton strikes out 5 times, and Yankee Stadium boos.
Welcome to New York.
Welcome to New York. Is that acceptable, Yankee fans?
Do you
Come on,
care?
you're not true Yankee fans.
Do you care? Speaking of fake fans, I actually invited the dude that runs Pantone, Alex something, I believe his name is.
Okay.
He's like, oh, send us an email. So I shot him an email. I'm awaiting his response to come on the show. Maybe we'll get him on.
He's
Who
a
knows?
Dodger fan. Listen, I know you are at a little bit of a war with Pantone.
Listen,
I love all Dodger fans.
I
and
don't.
I'm willing to,
I don't.
You don't love all
I
Dodger
don't
fans.
love all Dodger fans.
I do.
You know why?
do.
Because they're trying to tell me how to be a fan.
Yeah. Really?
It's true.
Well, we don't like that, but we still like them as Dodger fans. It's better than them
guess.
being Angel fans.
I guess that's true.
Okay? I mean, you know, or whoever else. Giants,
I mean,
Angels.
I don't want to like you just because you root for the same team that I do.
You know what? We need to band together, but we can't also have our head in the sand.
Okay.
We
Dodger
can't have
fan.
our head in the sand.
Dodger fan.
Yeah.
Beats a man to a pulp and almost kills him outside of opening day game.
That's not a true fan.
Not a true fan. Why? He roots for the
No,
Dodgers.
they're just there to cause trouble.
So
They're not a fan. They're not a baseball. Everybody that's in Pantone or the people that run Pantone, they love baseball. They're there to see baseball.
I'm not questioning. I'm not questioning Pantone's
dude who
love for
beat
the
up-
game. I'm not questioning yours
Okay.
or any of our viewers and listeners on Dodger Nation. What I'm questioning is don't tell me how I can and cannot root for my team.
That's true.
Don't tell me if I'm like American and I'm like USA. Don't tell me that I can't wave a flag around.
Well, you do wear your American flag suit. You
better
suit.
believe it. I have a full-on suit.
Yeah, and you're Mexican.
And I'm Mexican.
Do you have a Mexican suit?
I don't. Because I can't find one. Otherwise, I would have one.
Really?
Where with my USA suit, it's the USA suit, and then I have that eagle that I put on my wrist.
Yes,
that's pretty cool.
Yeah.
But with the Mexican suit, if I could find one, I would somehow make it so that the tailor makes my right arm nopales, so that the eagle could sit on it holding a snake like he does in the flag.
That would be awesome.
That would be amazing.
Someone needs to make that suit for Albert. Can we have that made?
My
Tailored.
production designer Bridget might be able to do it for me.
Okay, yeah.
She's legit.
She is.
She's so legit.
Yeah.
I'll make you one.
I don't need a Mexican suit.
You're honor or you're Mexican?
Oh, am I?
Yeah,
Oh, good.
yeah. Remember it was,
that's
and
right.
then like the other day it was the earthquake. I don't know how many of you actually felt the earthquake. It was
I
off
did
the
not.
Channel Islands. I did not because I live in the valley.
I was
But
here.
Alex Faust tweeted that he had experienced the earthquake, but didn't because he didn't feel it.
Play-by-play for the Kings.
For the Kings.
Yeah.
So I made him honorary Los Angelino. Pretty soon, if things go well this postseason, we can make him honorary Mexican.
But I'm going to tell you, when Alex does feel an earthquake, he is going to be scared shitless.
He is going to be, yeah.
He's going to be like, what the fuck?
Like, we don't have these in Brooklyn.
Like, oh, shit. Like, shit's swaying. It's scary. For about 30 seconds, you're like, is the world going to end?
It's true.
And then you're done, and it's cool. Did anybody die? Good.
Well,
no,
you know, when I was
didn't
out in
happen.
Japan, I was kind of like waiting for an earthquake. Like, legit, I was walking around.
Yeah.
If an earthquake happened, what should I avoid?
I think people do that here in Los Angeles, too.
Really?
And we haven't had a big one in a while. Good thing. Knock on something here. Let me knock on my. You got that? Okay.
I got
All right,
I
nice.
got compressed wood on this desk.
That one was off the Santa Cruz Island, so I think we're good. Because no one's out there.
Yeah, it was like 5 and change, and
Yeah, it's pretty big.
Yeah.
5'2" or 5'3".
I mean they felt it in Hermosa Beach, Newport Beach, and all the other beaches along the coast.
And thus Alex Faust, because he lives over on the west side.
But you live in Long Beach, you didn't feel it?
I was here, dude.
Oh,
Yeah,
because I was here too, so I didn't feel it.
I would have felt it in Long Beach, most likely. Yeah. We feel a lot in Long Beach.
Really?
There's a lot of feelings.
You guys have
there.
feelings in
There's
Long
a lot
Beach?
of feelings there. Okay, so we talking about pitching is one thing. The hitting, we can go back to Justin Turner not being in the lineup, but that's still not an excuse for Matt Kemp continuing to swing just like 5 years ago at pitches.
Matt Kemp is who we thought he was.
I mean, I'm willing to still give him the benefit of the doubt because we're only a few games into
I'm
it,
not.
but his swing looked exactly the same.
No, you can't. And here's why you boo people, right? You don't boo people for the sake of booing them. That's what people in Philly and New York do, right? You know, Giancarlo Stanton getting $300 million over the next 10 years.
Don't tell the people in Philly, New York how to boo.
No, they're horrible human beings.
Okay.
So what's happening is I'm not going to boo you because you did something wrong. I'm going to boo you because you have a history of jackassery.
That's
okay?
true.
So Matt Kemp striking out on an 0-2 slider blown away, you knew that was coming.
Yeah.
My grandmother knew that was coming.
Yeah.
He should know that's coming.
Again, Listen, he's in a little slump right now. He's gonna hit. There's no doubt about that.
But that's not a slump. That's automatic.
It is. Everybody has a hole. Everybody has a hole except Altuve, I think, and Mike Trout.
Well,
Everybody has a hole in their. They do.
I guess, but
I mean, Bellinger can't hit. There's balls you can pitch to Bellinger, and he is not hitting.
Yeah, but you have to find it. And Bellinger's also been in the league for like 170 games, maybe.
And Bellinger, he adjusted pretty well last year.
Yeah,
but in the World Series he didn't, and
No.
they had him beat in the World Series.
So for someone like Matt Kemp, who's been in the league, what now, 8 years?
I think longer than that, hasn't he?
It's like, low and away, he's going to chase it.
Well, Puig was that way too, and he's not doing that now.
Because Puig adjusted.
He did.
Matt Kemp is not adjusting.
Give Matt a little bit of time to work with our new.
We've given him 8 years, and like for 5 of those years, it was with the Dodgers.
Yeah, but he hasn't had this batting coach.
You think Matt Kemp will start making out with this batting coach too?
Yes, I think there'll be some face licking, possibly. Matt, maybe he needs to do that. Maybe he starts kissing. Kissing.
I still blame this all on Rihanna. Remember, Matt Kemp was a beast, and then he started dating Rihanna, and everything went.
But they haven't been together for a long time.
Doesn't matter. It sticks with you.
Okay, I think he's single now too.
Is he?
Yeah. So we'll see.
I
So
just
he's
heard
struggling.
all Dodger Nation swoon.
Everybody's calling for, what's the answer for the Dodgers right now? It's Andrew Tolles. Is it really Andrew Tolles? I mean, I like Andrew Tolles a lot. It's Zlatan. Could he play left field?
I'm sure he could.
He probably could. He'd be better than Hunter Pence.
Yes.
Left field. I mean, did you see Hunter? I mean, when Hunter Pence, he somehow catches a ball, but I was watching him and his body was doing all kinds of things. I don't even know how he gets to balls.
You think it's a show?
No, he's like that. Yeah, I think he's like that. He is the quirkiest dude I've ever seen.
Because we got the Giants this weekend, or not because of the rain.
Yeah.
What did you say? It was a Pineapple Express?
Pineapple Express from Hawaii coming straight into San Francisco.
So that could be a really great thing for the Dodgers, where it's like, hey, we have to readjust, relax, get our head on straight, have not a players meeting, but just kind of sit down and be like, guys, we're only 7 games in. We're not going to panic. Yeah. But, what the hell's going on?
Yeah.
And I think someone like Kenley Jensen, like legit, I think he's hurt.
You do?
Legit? I mean, people are like, his mechanics could be off. True. But your mechanics being slightly off,
it's because you're hurt usually.
Is because you're hurt and you're favoring one side over another. Okay. You see him in the dugout like massaging his rotator cuff.
Yeah, I didn't like that. He was like all.
And here's the thing: when your mechanics are off, you're not going to be throwing the ball 5 miles an hour less.
That's what I used to do in Little League. Whenever I strike out, I go back to the dugout and I'd be like, oh. And nothing hurt. I just wanted to make some excuse why I struck out. It's like, oh, my shoulder.
It's a little tight. I slept wrong. My neck.
Something there. I think that's what Kenley was doing. I hope.
Listen,
he said he's not hurt.
I appreciate someone wanting to play through an injury and be like, "Hey, it's for the team and I'm tough." No, you know what the team needs? The team needs you healthy. Yeah. Sit your ass down and get the rest, because you're only a detriment to the team if you're going out there and performing poorly because you're trying to be all full of pride.
Do you know who is pitching 97 miles an hour? Not Zlatan. Do you know who's pitching 97 miles an hour?
Tani?
No, Walker Buehler.
Walker Buehler. It's true.
When's he coming up?
I think that because they want to use him towards the playoffs, unless someone has to go on the DL for a long period of time.
Yeah.
Or let's say this Kenley that ends up, it turns out he's got rotator cuff problems like Hyun-Jin Ryu. He's out for the year. Then Buehler comes up.
Wait, is he?
I don't know. I hope
he
not.
He should be.
But then realistically, though, I think Walker Buehler will come up sometime in August, September. Because they want to limit his innings because they don't want to. He's a power pitcher. You don't want this dude that's never pitched a major league season to be out there for 40, 50, 60 innings during the regular season, and then you need him in the playoffs, and then because Dave Roberts uses the bullpen the way that he does, turns out that he gets gassed in the second round.
Okay, he
like Brandon Morrow.
Yeah, true.
You saw that last year with Morrow going into the playoffs. He was lights out the first 2 rounds and going into the NLCS and the World Series because he's being used so much, and he's a power pitcher. He got gassed.
He was amazing. I can't blame that. That wasn't his fault. He had to go in. We had nobody else that could do it. Buehler threw 14 pitches, 9 of them for strikes, and averaged 97 miles an hour at OKC the other day.
I like it.
I mean, okay. Julio Urias update?
July.
He's throwing on flat ground.
He's throwing on flat ground like soft toss. He's not pitching.
That's what we do. We throw on flat ground.
And we soft toss. He's not pitching out of a windup, out of a stretch. He's not pitching.
Yeah.
What he's doing is stretching and throwing. He's making sure that everything is in place so that he can start gearing towards pitching off a mound.
I'm ready for him to be a badass again. I really am. I'm excited about him, and I've been excited for 3 years now. And I'm really, everybody I think in LA is rooting for that kid.
How old is he now? He's only 20, right?
I think he's 22 now.
No, he's not 22. Because
Really?
remember his Twitter handle is like teenager something, and we're like, yo, you're not a teenager anymore because I think he's 20.
Okay, so he's 20.
So
To me, that's still a teenager.
as awesome as he is, because of the injury that he has, because he's 20 years old, even if he misses this entire year as a precaution, I'm okay with it.
You are.
I'm like, dude, you're 20 years old. Your prime is going to be 26 to 32. So if I lose you for one season, I don't care.
Yes.
I don't care. I need you to be amazing.
Yeah. No, we do need him to be. He next year he will be in our starting lineup if he's healthy. He will be.
Yeah, because I don't look at Urias being like our savior. Like, no, listen, like Kershaw's there.
3. No, he's a number 3.
Yeah.
Alex Wood's a number 2.
Wood's been amazing this year and for most of last year too.
Yeah. So I see Urias being a number 3.
So I wouldn't rush him
Okay.
at all. I would be like, bro, take your time. Let us know what you need. You want to go vacation back home in Mexico? Like, you want to hang out with your grandma?
Well,
like,
I don't need him getting fat and eating a bunch of burritos.
No, I don't need him getting fat. Well, you're a multi-billion-dollar hedge fund. The ownership team is, right? So you're going to tell me you don't have the time, patience, and money to be like, listen, we're going to give you the best doctors, best personal trainers, private chefs, everything you need, so that we are like you are our future.
He is.
They are investing in him. So for them to invest a few $100,000 on private chefs and trainers and doctors to like check up on him 2 or 3 times a week, go to the chiropractor, twice a week or whatever, I don't think the Guggenheim Group cares.
Okay.
The Guggenheim Group probably makes a couple $100,000 a day.
Wait, a couple $100,000 a day?
Yeah, they're a hedge fund, dude.
They might make a couple $100,000 a minute, dude.
That's true.
It's like, yeah.
They should give us some of that.
I know. We could buy a couple Teslas.
We could.
You already have one.
I have one.
I need to get one.
You got to get one too.
My wife said that's not possible last night on our walk. We had a walk. She's like, I was like, maybe a Tesla. She's like, that's not possible. I'm like, it is possible.
Do it. Do it.
I mean, my Prius is great. I do like my Prius, of course, but
do it.
I don't need to have ludicrous. Is it ludicrous mode?
Ludicrous.
I don't think I need that though.
You say that now.
Do you use it a lot on
Sometimes.
our freeways?
Not on the freeways.
I mean, only on the 2.
Shh, you're going to get me in trouble.
Only on
but
the
yes,
2.
on the 2. On the 2 going into Sun Valley,
up that hill and down the hill, then you can use it.
Yeah.
That would be good.
At night.
What else do we have? What else do we have on our list of things to talk about Dodgers Nation-wise?
We have the charity softball tournament.
Oh, yes, we do.
Guys, we are going to give away 2 tickets to a Dodger game to anybody that signs up for the softball tournament. It's going to be April 15th. We're going to put all these people that sign up into a raffle, and you're going to win 2 free seats to a Dodger game. All you got to do is sign up for the Dodger Blogger charity tournament, which is going to be April 15th.
It's really fun.
It's fun. You can go to the LFP.com, sign up. You can sign up under our team or any other team, but they need bodies.
Sign up for our team.
Right, because it's for a charity.
Do we have anybody on our team yet?
I think, we had like 12 players, but then the ladies of the Ravine hit me up and were like, hey, we can't because like we have to work that Sunday. So now we're down 5. So I think we have like 7.
Okay.
So we're still.
And I was gonna we were gonna maybe do a show from there. So I was gonna be working the gear and doing the production.
But
part.
I still need you to sign up for the team. We need bodies.
Well, I'll sign up for the team.
We need bodies.
But I mean, I might be in the dugout with the microphone and
camera.
camera.
We're gonna attempt to be doing a live Facebook feed through the game if we're not just crushing people.
Yeah.
Or maybe we can because we'll be so ahead.
That didn't happen last year. We did have one good game where we
had
really
one good
played
game.
Well. And then the rest of the games were. I made like 4 errors in one game.
We're getting old, man. Like you wake up in the morning and things hurt for no reason.
I may have to play first base.
First base? You're like a statue of your former self?
Yeah, and I'm short, so first base is not good, but that's probably the only position I can play.
That's terrible.
Or one of the outfield positions where I'm roving.
Right.
I made a couple good catches.
Not having to run around.
But I had a couple balls go through my legs at second base. It didn't look good. I don't know where my head was.
Chase would be disappointed.
He would be.
You know what? Justin Turner is on the DL. Maybe he can come play for us.
Well, okay, maybe he could at least just come and cheerlead.
Maybe he can.
He could play catcher.
Take a couple swings.
Okay, that one-handed. He
would still be better than all of us.
One-handed would be way better than all of us.
That's true.
That would be good. Although those fences are far.
Doesn't matter. Just Turner can do it. But Dodger Nation, go to the LFP.com, click on the softball link. Everyone that goes into this tournament is going to go into a raffle to win 2 free tickets to a Dodger game. So help us out because we're helping the LA Mission charity. So when people show up, they're asking for, canned foods, feminine hygiene products.
Not our college,
diapers.
not LA Mission, the college. The mission.
No, the mission, the actual mission. But yeah, guys, it's for a good cause. You have a lot of fun. You meet a lot of people on the internet that you talk a lot of smack to, but they're like not in front of a laptop and keyboard.
We
so
had fun last year,
it's a
and
lot
then
of fun.
you hang out after and drink beers at they have a little restaurant there. You pizza, beer. It's
That's
fun.
true. It's a lot of fun.
It was really fun. I had more fun drinking pizza and beer. I mean, eating pizza and
Then
drinking
committing
beer.
errors on the field.
Well, I had fun doing that too. You know what? You know what? I had 2 beers before we went out for that game.
That's
and I'm
probably. That's probably why.
That's probably why.
Wait, can your kid play with us this year?
He can. He said he didn't want to. And he plays first base, and he's pretty good.
Jeez.
He's better than I am, for sure.
It's one day. You make him play.
I'll make him play. I'll
You make
probably
him
get
play.
out there. Yeah, he's good. I go, hey, do you want to come out? And he's like, nah. I'm like, dude. He's like, I don't know.
Hey, is he at that age now where he's like, Dad, you're embarrassing me?
No, he's cool. We hang out together a lot, but he just didn't feel he
too
went
cool?
that one year and
He
saw
doesn't
us play.
care. He's too cool.
He doesn't care. He doesn't care. What's our gift of the day?
Our gift of the day. This is Conor McGregor throwing a dolly through a window. This is how I imagine a lot of our viewers and listeners are feeling right now.
Do you approve of this? Because you're a
I'm
Conor
a McGregor
fan.
guy. I don't approve of it, but at the same, this is what people don't understand. This is what
He
people
got
don't understand.
arrested,
He was detained. He turned himself in.
detained. It's not fair.
Right. So this is how I feel that Dodger fans are feeling right now with our 2-5 start.
The throwing of the thing into
And in regards to what he did, I don't condone the activity, but think about what just happened. He literally flew from one continent to another to defend his friend.
Is that what he was doing?
We all need friends like Conor McGregor. They're going to jump on a plane and defend your honor
He threw that thing
from one
against the
continent to
bus.
another.
I mean, how did he pick that thing up, first off?
He's a pro fighter.
Okay.
You tell me you can't pick up a dolly?
Is he going to be in WWE?
No, he makes fun of those guys all the time because it's not
does.
real fighting.
Ronda Rousey's in there now.
She is. She's making her debut at WrestleMania.
Very nice. That'll be heavily watched, I would assume.
I assume.
Maybe.
Maybe.
I've never watched one WWE in my life.
What?
Do you know that?
No.
Never watched it. Ever. Not one time. I don't know. It's fake.
It's entertainment.
So, it's fake fans. It's fake.
Whatever.
I don't
Okay.
know. Whatever.
All right, Dodger Nation. But that's been our show. Don't forget to stalk us on Twitter at Best Coast Show. Check out all the behind-the-scenes stuff on the Instagram, also at Best Coast Show. You can find us on iTunes, SoundCloud, Stitcher, really where podcasts are heard. But yeah, that's been our show, and you guys have a good night.